Hi everyone, and thanks for watching this video for Health Information Week. My name's Alex. I work for Somerset Libraries as their Health and Wellbeing Lead. And this week I'm working with the staff at Musgrove Park Hospital to bring you a series of videos that will hopefully give you some really good guidance on how to access reliable health information. So we're at a time now where sometimes it can be really hard to know whether the information you're reading is actually accurate or not. And it can be a bit of a minefield, but we're hoping that through these videos we can signpost you to some information that you know is accurate, can be relied on, and is based on scientific research. So today I'm going to be focusing on resources around children and young people, so resources for parents but also for young people themselves. So to start off with, I wanted to talk about our Reading Well collections. So Reading Well is a national initiative that brings books around health to all libraries in England, and all the books that are in the Reading Well collection have been chosen by professionals and people with lived experience. So you know if a book is in a Reading Well collection that it's a good book, it can be relied upon, and that people who have lived with that experience have found it useful. So it's a really, really good place to start when you're looking for health information. So we have two collections that are suitable for children and young people. We have Reading Well for Children, which is aimed at sort of primary age children, and then we've got Shelf Help, which is aimed at teenagers. So I will just show you some of the titles now. So this is our Reading Well for Children collection, and you can see some of the topics that it brings up there. They're largely based around mental health more than physical health, but you'll see there's a few physical health elements in there as well, such as disability, ADHD, being of autistic spectrum, but it also covers a really wide range of mental health troubles for young children, and these books are great because some of them are suitable for children as young as sort of 2 or 3, and they really put it in a language that children understand, that make it easier for you to explore as their parent or carer. So that is the Reading Well for Children collection. And the Shelf Help, or Reading Well for Young People, covers topics that are perhaps more relevant to teenagers. So you can see here things like self-esteem, anxiety, depression, and again a really, really good collection aimed at young people, but still really useful for parents and carers as well, because they help you to kind of understand those issues from the young person's perspective. So our Reading Well collections are available across Somerset Libraries. Soon we'll have them available in every single library in Somerset. At the moment they're just in our larger ones, and you can also download quite a few of the titles for free using Cloud Library, which is our e-reading platform. So if you want to see the full collection of books, just visit www.readingwell.org, and that will tell you everything that's available, and then you can just pop into your local library or visit Libraries West, the website, and you can put in a free request for one of these titles. So that is a great place to start for children and young people's health information. And whilst we're talking about books, I just wanted to say don't forget that we've got a really good parenting section as well. Annoyingly, my face has blocked out the text there, but do come to our library for parenting books. We've got loads of really, really good choices there for everything from a newborn right through to teenagers. So that is another place you can go to for information that you know will be reliable, because we won't have bought the book if it's not. Okay, and then now I wanted to move on to some online health information. So this is, I guess, where it can be a little bit harder to know whether what you're reading is based on scientific research or not. But I just wanted to signpost you to a few places which you can rely on. So the first place is a kind of serves everything kind of web page, specific for Somerset, and it is a really, really good website. So it is, this website has been built by Public Health, and it's the web address you can just see is along the top there. I will just try and highlight it for you badly. So that's www.cypsomersethealth.org. And this website really does cover most things to do with health of children and young people. So it's a really, really good starting point if you want to do some research about something, about whether that's your child's mental health or their physical health, and you're not really sure where to start. So this is the landing page, and if you scroll down, you will get to this bit where you can see the different things that the page offers. So it covers everything. So from pregnancy, you see there's a maternity toolkit there right through. And as a parent or carer, the most useful tabs for you are probably going to be that parent and carer toolkit. Let's see if I can highlight that more successfully. There we go. And also the mental health toolkit here. So I'll show you what the parent and carer toolkit page looks like. It's split down really nicely into babies, preschool, primary, teen, and then additional needs. So it's really, really easy to find what you're looking for. I won't go into each tab now, but that's something you can explore in your own time. And like I say, this covers most of the topics that you should be wanting to research, hopefully. And then I will also show you what the mental health toolkit looks like. So you can see some of the topics it covers here. So things like self-injury guidance, if you're worried about that. Parenting programs, which could be really, really helpful, and also things like this life hacks, which is actually aimed at young people, and it's resources that young people in Somerset have pulled together that they think are useful. So that is a really good web page to start off with. And then keeping it local, I also wanted to highlight the Swish Services, which is our sexual health service in Somerset. Obviously more relevant to young people, but you know, when it's relevant, it's really relevant. So this is it here, swishservices.co.uk, and then if you put /young people, you'll get to this section. And as it says, they'll work with young people confidentially, including under 16s, and there's lots of really, really helpful information there, including advice on how to get contraception, around being sexually healthy, what to do if you think you might be pregnant, lots and lots of different things to help there. So I guess this is can be a difficult topic for parents to discuss with their children, but this is a great place to signpost to your children too, where you know that they're going to get reliable information. Okay, and then next, moving sort of into a more national picture, I wanted to look at some of the main mental health websites that are out there to support young people, as this is, you know, such a big and relevant topic at the moment. We know that young people are struggling with their mental health more than ever really at the moment. So this is something that I guess as a parent or carer you might be worried about. So I've put here some of the main websites, again, that you know you can go to for reliable information. So we've got Mind for national charity, Young Minds, 1U, which is an NHS website, and then something called BBC Own It. So I'll look at each page individually now. So this is the Mind page, specifically their young people's information. And you can see here that it's aimed at the young person rather than at the adult. But again, you might find it useful to look at yourself or to suggest that your child might want to look at. And you can see lots of useful information there, including coronavirus specific stuff. And then let's go on to the next one. Young Minds. Again, this is a website that is largely aimed at the young person. So if you go to the left drop down where it says Find Help, circled, and then you can see that there's lots of different things that the young person can access there, whether it's urgent help or whether they would like to just know more information about things that they're feeling, or about particular conditions, if that's depression, bipolar, anxiety, looking after yourself, medication support. So really, really helpful information there. And then also if you're going as a parent, you'll see here there's a parents helpline. So that is a fantastic resource if you're feeling a bit out of your depth about your child's mental health. There is a helpline that you can call there. So that's the Young Minds website. Okay, and then next is the NHS 1U website, which I absolutely love for everything to do with physical and mental health. But I'm particularly highlighting the Every Mind Matters is their the mental health section part, and then they have a specific children's mental health section. Oh, I don't know what happened to my little thing there. So you can see their web page up there. If you just type in Every Mind Matters into Google, it'll take you to the home page and you'll quickly see where the children's section is. And you can see here, this is, I guess, more aimed at the parent and carer. So top tips to support children and young people, guides around going back to school, which I guess most of them have now, but just some extra information, and then some top tips on how to support children or young people's mental health. So again, some really helpful resources there that are really accessible and simple language. So hopefully you'll find that useful. And then the final page is this one from the BBC. It's called Own It. I think this is such a good resource. This is very much, as you can see, aimed at the young person. So I guess this is probably aimed at children from, I'd say, about the age of 7, 8 upwards, up into teens. And it's not, strictly speaking, just about mental health. It's kind of just about looking after themselves. But there's a big emphasis on mental health. And I've just done a quick screenshot of some of the things they're covering at the moment. So you can see at the top there's things about mood, about how to deal with social media anxiety, which is a huge pressure for children today. And also they've got like an agony uncle, ask you, some things about male role models and what masculinity means. So some really helpful stuff aimed at young people, but again, I mean, a great resource for parents to have a look through and see what's relevant for your child at the moment, and what's going to kind of resonate with them. So that's BBC Own It, a really valuable resource, and being the BBC, you can trust it. Okay, so that's some of the main mental health websites I wanted to highlight. Next, I was just going to mention these resources specifically around coronavirus. So a little bit of a long web address, I'm afraid. It's up here. So this is library.nhs.uk. So this is where the NHS pull together helpful resources as part of their library service, and they've got specific resources relating to coronavirus for children. And again, I've just screenshot here some of the stuff they've got on here, so you can see there's a cartoon explaining coronavirus for children, and then there's also a link through to a web page guiding parents about the latest that they need to know about coronavirus and keeping their children healthy. But there's lots of different resources there. So basically it's a signposting page which just highlights some of the best resources to help both you and your children understand coronavirus and make sure that you're staying healthy. And because everything on here has been selected by the NHS, again, you can trust it. Okay. And then finally, I just wanted to talk about some apps. For children and young people, perhaps apps are going to be something that is a bit more relevant, or which they're just more inclined to use. So I just wanted to highlight 3 apps which have all been recommended by the NHS. So once again, you know you can trust it. So we've got the Blue Ice app, which is aimed at young people, so teenagers, to help them manage their emotions and specifically to help reduce urges to self-harm. And then we've got the Me Too app, which is a forum where they can anonymously post questions, problems they're experiencing, and get answers from other young people, but also from experts. I mean, this is obviously, it's moderated. We know this is a safe platform. So it's kind of using that whole kind of social media appeal, but in a safe way where you know it's being moderated and you know anything that's unhelpful is going to be pulled down. So that's a really, really good platform if they want to talk to other people anonymously, maybe not talk to you, not talk to their teachers. And then finally, we've got Think Ninja, a mental health app aimed at 10 to 18-year-olds with lots of just helpful tools to encourage them to stay mentally healthy. So that's just 3. Obviously, there are a lot more apps out there, but just like online information, sometimes with apps you don't know whether they can be trusted, whether they're telling you the right things. But with these 3, because they are recommended by the NHS, you know that you can. Okay, so that was everything I wanted to mention. Just to finish off, we've also got our website, somerset.gov.uk/libraries, where you will find other information about our health offer. We've also got our Facebook page, our Twitter page, and our Instagram, where we will also regularly be posting updates for Health Information Week, so do keep an eye on that. And if you need to get in touch or have any questions, feel free to contact us on social media or email us on librariesmail@somerset.gov.uk. I hope that's been useful, and please keep an eye out for our other videos for Health Information Week. Thanks.